I'll be trading again with pocket option. And in today's video, I'll be using the trading view indicator right here. I'll be showing you another great strategy I have found using this particular indicator right here. All right. So for those of you who know, I've been using this indicator for quite a number of time now, and I've been using it ever since then. Just I've never made a video on it recently. And guys, I actually find something that I want to show you guys, which is a very powerful strategy for this indicator. So right now we are actually using this indicator on 3-minute trade time on trading view right here. But on pocket option, we're going to be using it as 5 minutes. All right, we'll be taking the trade as 5 minutes. I'll be getting the signal right here from 3 minutes. All right, I hope you understand. So that is the new strategy I found out I wanted to show you guys. So how to actually set up this indicator? Most of you actually know how to set this up. For those of you who doesn't know how to set it up, all you just have to do is to make sure that you first have a trading view indicator. So after you have trading view indicator, make sure that you sign up with Trade Time Scanner. The link will be in the description. Sign up with them and they'll grant you access to use this indicator on trading view. So when you grant access, just come over here on the indicator part, click on the indicator part, come down here where it says invite only script, click that, and you're going to find a list of the indicator here, all right, after you get approved. So the indicator we're using is called Trend Alert Indicator, the last one here. Just click it and you're going to have it on the chart. All right, so how to set up this indicator is very simple, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. So the number one thing you need to do is to come over to pocket option and make sure you put up the currency pair up. This only works with a normal market. It doesn't work with OTC at all. So I'm going to put up a normal market currency pair up real quick. All right, so these are the currency pair I'm going to trade today. So to actually set this up on trading view, all we just have to do is to put the same currency pair up on trading view. To do that, the first currency pair I'm using here is called GBP CHF. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to trading view. I'm going to click on this symbol. I'm going to cancel this, and then let me check again. GBP CHF, GBP CHF. All right, so I'm going to place that, and this is the one I'm going to choose here by Wando. So I'm going to click that. So that's how you actually put up the currency pairs. To set up the alert, because you need to set up the alert, all right, just hover on this trend alert indicator, click on the three dot here. So when you click this, you have to click the first option here, which is set add alert on trend alert indicator. So just click that, and then you can pretty much add an alert. All right, the first thing to do is to come to this notification and make sure that all these 4 notification and app, they show pop up, they send email, and they play sound. So make sure that all the 4 options take. Go back to the setting, and all we have to do is to make sure that we set an alert for the buy alert. So to do that, just make sure you leave this as buy alert. On the trigger part here, I normally put my own on once per minute. You can also change the date you want your alert to expire to stop giving an alert. All right, so that's pretty much all you have to do. So when you're done, you hit create. All right, you need to do the same thing to the sell alert. Click on the 3 dot again and click on the add alert. Change this buy alert to sell. All right, so click on once per minute, and then you hit create. So this is how you set an alert for the particular currency pair. So we're going to do the same to the next pairs. So let's check this out, USD Canada. So click on this symbol again. Let me cancel this, USD CAD. Then I'm going to click on this, USD Canada. I'm going to do the same thing here. Click on the 3 dot here, add an alert. So first we need to add the alert on the buy alert. So click on once per minute here, then you create an alert. So the same thing happened. Click on the 3 dot. Click on add alert, change this to buy. Change this from buy to sell, and then click on once per minute again, then you can create a alert. So guys, this is how you create an alert on the currency pair. So I'm going to do the same thing to the rest currency pair right here real quick. And when I'm done, I'm going to come down and show you how the strategy works. All right. So guys, I've actually set up all the currency pair up on trading view. All right. So the next thing to do now is to actually wait to get an alert. So that's the major reason why we have to put an alert already. Our indicator actually has the features to add an alert. All you just have to do is to wait until you have an alert before you enter a trade. All right. So before we actually get an alert, let me show you what you need to see before you enter a trade. So for example, when you actually get an alert, so this is how it's going to look. As you can see, as this buy alert actually indicates right here, that is how it's going to indicate. So when this high signal indicates, you're going to receive an alert on the second candlestick. All right. So when that happens, the number one thing you always need to look at before you enter a trade is to make sure that the candlestick you receive the signal on is above this moving average attached to this indicator. So that's the number one thing. And the second thing is to make sure that the candlestick is actually giving you a very strong candlestick. As you can see, not something like this or something like this. As you can see, this is actually a very small candlestick. But make sure that the candlestick you receive the signal on is actually giving you a very strong candlestick. Not only that, the second candlestick after this one also needs to give you the kind of uptrend confirmation. So make sure that the candlestick is actually giving you an uptrend. That is only when we're going to enter a trade. We're not going to enter a trade when we receive an alert. As for example, this is actually a sell alert, but you see that the candlestick under this signal is actually very small. It's unpredictable. So we're not going to enter such trade. We're only going to enter a trade when we see that we're having a very strong candlestick on the signal and the second candlestick is actually confirming the uptrend. I hope that is clear. So it's as simple as that. It's something applicable if I'm going for a down trade. Okay, it is actually a very perfect moment. You can see right here when the what's it called, we receive a sell alert to actually enter a down trade. The number one thing is to make sure that you have the candlestick below the moving average. You know, the other time we have it above it, but this time around, since we're going for a down trade, you need to have the candlestick below the moving average and make sure that the candlestick is actually giving you a very strong signal. That's number one thing. The same thing applicable to your second candlestick. If you see that the second candlestick, just like what happened right here, if you said that the second candlestick is not confirming the downtrend in the entire trade, as you can see right here, there's a doji candle on this candlestick, and there's a very high chances of reversal. All right, so always make sure that you're having a confirmation of a downtrend with your second candlestick before you enter a trade. It's just an explanation, though. I'm going to show you when I enter a trade. So right now I'll be waiting for an alert. So when I get an alert, I'm going to come down and enter the trade, and of course I'll show you the reason why I enter the trade. All right. Okay guys, I just received my first alert for CHF JPY, so let me check this out. So let me actually zoom this so that we can see clearly. So as you can see right here, this is what I'm actually talking the other time. You can see that the candlestick is not really strong. Let me zoom it. So the candlestick here wasn't really strong, but the most important thing is the second candlestick here. So you can see that the second candlestick here is actually trying to reverse back on the downtrend, which is not a good thing. I told you that when that is happening, do not enter a trade. We only need to see a confirmation of an uptrend when we see buy signal. Alright, so the second candlestick should be confirming the uptrend before we enter a trade. So that is not going to be a good moment. So I'm going to let this slide. Still waiting for the next signal. So when I get the moment, I'm going to come down and enter a trade. Okay guys, so I just received the first alert for AUD CHF. So let me check this out. So guys, we actually received a downtrend alert here. So as you can see, this is what I actually talked about at the time. The first candlestick wasn't really strong though, but when you check the second candlestick, you can see the confirmation of a downtrend. So this is actually a very perfect moment. So I'm going to check this out. AUD CHF. Let me check this out on our market option. AUD CHF. This is it right here. So you can see the downtrend is actually coming down. So right now I'm going to enter a down trade on that for 5 minutes. All right. So do not forget that we are taking the trade from 3 minutes and taking the trade here for 5 minutes. I hope you understand. So I've been actually trying this for a couple of days and it was very powerful. I always have a 90% winning rate each time I use it. So it actually works more perfectly with 3 minute trade time. The 5 minute longer time works really accurate than using it on 3 minutes. All right. So you just have to use the time frame here on trading view for 3 minutes and you take the trade as 5 minutes here on market option. I hope that is clear. So guys, let's wait and see. We have like 4 minutes to actually close this trade. So let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one in the next 4 minutes. All right. Okay, guys. So we have less than 5 seconds left to close this trade. All right. A good one there, guys. We in the money on that. So that's actually a good one. So actually we're saving on that lot, but it's too late. So guys, I'll be waiting again for the next signal. So when I get it, I'm going to come down and enter a trade. All right. Okay, guys. So I received an alert for our GBP Canada. So let me check this out. So as you can see over here, I actually get a signal. This is actually a very strong candlestick right here. But like I just said, always make sure that you have a confirmation of the second candlestick before you enter a trade. It's very important. And as you can see right now, the confirmation is not happening. So, but another thing is that you can actually wait. So just take your time. You need to do the confirmation before you enter a trade. Do not think that you're wasting time or anything. Always make sure that you have the confirmation right with the second candlestick before you enter a trade. And within 1 minute, if that doesn't happen, then you can actually forget the signal. All right, I hope that is clear. So always make sure that the confirmation of the uptrend is confirmed with your second candlestick right here before you enter a trade. And as you can see, it's not happening right now. Keep coming down. But let's wait a little bit to see if the confirmation is right. As you can see, the confirmation is getting confirmed right now. So we're going to check this out. GBP Canada. All right, so I'm going to enter a trade on there for 5 minutes. All right, so the reason why I really like this time, what's it called, a longer period of time, is that it gives you enough moments for the trend to really go, so that you can always lock up in the money. All right, so because over here, as you can see that the trend has confirmed. So right now, we actually expect the trend to keep going up. Right, based on the analysis of the signal, so the trend will keep going up after the confirmation of your second candlestick. So that is what I actually look at. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. So we still have a long time to go. We have like 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to close this trade. So let's wait if it's going to be a good one in the next 4 minutes. All right. All right, guys. So we have like 3 seconds left now to close this trade. A good one there, guys. We're in the money on that. So as you can see, it is actually a very perfect moment. I received a couple signal, but it's too late. So you can say, so the reason why I always ask you guys to make sure that you get a confirmation of your second candlestick is to always make sure that the trend is confirmed. Right, so because when that happens, there is a guarantee of 90%, because I've actually tried this out multiple times, and this is what I found. All right, always make sure that you have a confirmation of your second candlestick giving you the trend of the trade that you want to take, either uptrend or downtrend. I hope that is clear. A good one here, guys. I think I'll be taking the last one, waiting again, because it did take time for you to find a very perfect signal, but did it actually worth it? All right, it takes time. Just calm down and actually download the application on your phone, and you don't need to be on the computer. So anytime you receive an alert, you're going to get it on your email, and also going to get it as a popped up screen on your phone, so you can easily click on the signal and see the trend. So no more that you actually do this on the computer, you can actually do it using your mobile phone. All right. So always make sure that you take your time, get the signal right before you enter a trade. If you always get the signal right, I guarantee you of over 90% when I read with this strategy. I guarantee you that. So right now I'll be waiting for another signal. So when I get that, I'm going to come down and enter a trade. All right. Okay, guys. So I save into a lot right here. So let me check this out. Okay, it is actually a very good confirmation, but let me check this out. So to be certain. Okay, I'm going to go for this downtrend. All right, over here we can see that first candlestick is a great one, and the confirmation of our second candlestick is very good. So right here, let me check this out. USD Canada, USD Canada, USD same. It is it right here. So let me check it. Okay, the trend is actually going down so good. So let me enter the trade real quick. All right, so this is it right here. I actually enter the trade right here real quick. So you can see right here, I actually enter the trade. So let's check this out. We have like 4 minutes, 8 seconds left right here to close this trade. So guys, let's wait and see if it's going to be a good one in the next 4 minutes. All right. All right, guys, we have like 5 seconds left to close this trade. Okay, good one there, guys. We're in the money on that. That's actually a good one. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. So I hope you actually get how this works now. It's very important that you follow all the rules. All right, number one thing is to always make sure that the candlestick you receive a signal on is a very strong candlestick. And the second thing is to make sure that you have a good confirmation to with your second candlestick. I hope that is clear. It's a very simple strategy. And when that happens, you can actually go ahead and enter a trade on pocket option. So that is where I'm going to stop on today's video. If you like